Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to create a digital form. So the first thing you do is create a form, and then you can change the title and you can give a description. And there's a lot of other things you can do. So I want to go over all your options here, and then I'm going to show you how to make it into a lock. So first of all, on the responses, if you wanted to collect these responses in a Google Sheet, you can. You can either link it to an existing sheet, or you can create a new sheet just for this Google form. So if you're needing to collect information from them for some reason. I don't collect mine into a sheet because I don't need to collect that information. I just let it populate here, which I should point that out. It will all populate here, but in a Google Sheet, you can do further analysis and you can also export it to other locations. So that would be why you might want to use a Google Sheet. On the settings, you have a lot of options. You can make it into a quiz. We don't want to do that for what we're doing. You can choose to collect email addresses if you need to. I don't need to collect them, so that is not a problem for me, but you might need to in a company. You can show a progress bar. You can shuffle question order. You definitely don't want to do that. You can change the confirmation message, which I just say you're now finished with this activity, but you could say, congratulations, you've cracked the code. Let's see, other things you might be interested in doing. Nothing else really there that you can look through all that if you want to. I'm not going to explain all that. This is how you change the color. You can upload an image that's the header image, and you can change the colors. You can change the text. And by the header photo, I'm talking about that right there. You can preview it. You can undo changes. You can redo changes. You can get the link. And if you haven't published this yet, this might be a publish button because you do have to publish it first before you can get the link. And so that's the link that you would send to someone so they could fill out the form. You can add collaborators if you want someone else to help you on this. Here you can choose to make a copy, to move it to the trash. You could print a copy, and you can do other things. And so those are those types of things that you can do. Here is how you make a lock. I'm going to go to the very end and make one down here so I can just erase this. You're going to add a question. You're going to make it a short answer question. My mouse is so wonky these days. You're going to ask the question, blah, blah, blah. And then you're going to choose response validation. And then you're going to choose regular expression. You can only use letters and numbers. You cannot use symbols, which is frustrating. I wish you could, but you can't. So don't try it because it won't work. So a regular expression matches, and then you put in the pattern. You know, whatever it is. It's numbers, letters, lowercase, uppercase. Now, if you do have a certain case preference for the letters, you need to tell the learners that. So you don't want them to not know that they need to use all uppercase. Okay. And that's it. And then, of course, it'll be automatically required. Well, mine are all automatically required. You might have to turn that on. That's how you make a code. Now, let's go look at some of these on here. So for this escape room, they have to find a word lock. This is just a multiple choice question, so you could pop in some multiple choice questions. Every time there's a section, they must complete everything in this section correctly before they can move on to the next section. Here we got this section. So now they've got to get the 3-digit number lock and also a number code, and it doesn't even tell them how many numbers. So they have to use the clues. So that's how to build a digital lock.